Alright, so this is me, Dylan, and whatever I call you, Randall. He calls you something else.
Don678. I'm Don678.
Alright, well, yeah, Don678 works too. I'm ComedyPage, stupid name, right? But we're walking through these...
I think we can change that name.
Whatever. We're walking through these haunted woods. It was a town back in the 1800s, and we're coming up on old Anger. Like, we can't really call it Anger. It was extremely dangerous place between, 1800s and 1900s. It was an avoid. People would avoid this in the early 1900s. But the witches were hung out here. Witches were hung here. Outlaws were hung here, but only the worst outlaws that they didn't want anybody else finding. Because the town's over here.
Witches?
The hanging ground's over here. Shut up.
Move.
Hanging ground's over here. Pretty much the town's here. Hanging ground's here. I'm sorry, I keep on screwing up. But we can edit this out, right? Walking over the hill. This is the platform right where the tree was. So when they fell, they'd fall onto that platform. There's a few scratches on there, I think. I don't know why they'd be scratching. They should be dead. But, well, it is haunted. So we walk down, and there's broken... Damn! Ow, God, that hurts.
You okay?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit!
God, my ass is bleeding.
Oh, God. Face it.
Yes, I just fell. Fucking God.
You alright?
Ow. Fucking. Dude. Sorry about that. 1 minute.
This would be a minute.
Alright, so we go.
Okay.
So,
and as you can see that we had broken beer bottles that people probably threw at them.
I am feeling a little bit better. I fell on a rock on my ass and it feels a
well,
little
I didn't show this, but he did. We didn't show this, but he just scratched his ass because of it.
Was the rock fall in there?
Yes.
That
was
pretty creepy. There was nothing under me. There was a rocks, and I'm trying to sit on the rock. I stepped on the rock. So here's the old hanging grounds, and as you can see, there's a few scratches on it.
And broken beer bottles.
Zoom in on the scratches.
Yes. Right
that
there.
could just be, beer bottles, but we're suggesting that is ghostly.
No, but the beer bottles probably came from when they threw beer bottles at the bodies.
Well, there probably wasn't.
They were throwing beer bottles.
I wouldn't say the bottles are that old. I mean, come on. There's probably been a couple of drunks sitting back here in the woods. There's a smoke carton. Few.
Okay, I guess you win.
There's probably a couple of bums, but
hobos.
So we're in Dayton, Ohio. We're here in the eastern end by Belmont High School.
We're like pretty much in the woods of the park.
We actually me and Randall, Don's, whatever your number is.
Don678. Ain't that hard.
I never remember 678. So
678.
We actually go to the high school at Belmont. He goes to PK or whatever the heck that means.
Paris Kendi.
All right, shut up.
Yeah.
So back to it. People have responded to a few videos, other areas of this woods, as when they come over to this rock, they feel an irresistible emotion of anger. And really, I'm a little bit emotional. Not that emotional, but I can see what they're talking about. It's almost as if you're sad. I don't know. Nons, what do you think?
I don't know.
I mean, you probably don't even believe in ghosts, stupid little idiot, but,
No, I believe in a little bit.
So...
I read a little bit of their books. Ghost hunting books.
Ghost hunting books are funny. But,
no, not those kinds. I mean, serious ones. The ones how to investigate and all that.
Quite a few tall trees around here. I would say the best area, the best tree they probably use, this broken tree right along here.
Ancient.
But, I can't see any real thick trees unless it was cut down afterwards.
Wow.
Probably that's it, right there.
But, I can imagine a rope hanging from that, right about where that branch is.
No, but then again, this could be it.
But, they probably chopped that tree down after the
This is probably the tree right here.
It could be. I'm actually thinking that's part of that tree. No, it's too thick. But,
Or it could be that thick one all the way to the top.
How long can your videos be?
Only up to 10 minutes.
Alright. So we're going to walk down through this forest a little bit
And
more. We're gonna put this in parts so we can do a little bit more to it.
No
What's
good.
that noise? Oh, it's just a bird. So we're gonna walk down through the forest and.
Or is it?
It's a bird.
Okay. Nah.
Alright,
Okay,
so we're
I'm
gonna walk
joking.
down. By the way, this is where the little guardhouse was back here. We used to come back here, me and Don, and see a few little tiny ruins. They were built out of scrap wood, as far as you can see.
Pretty much, this just reminds me of Tomb Raider.
But as we're walking through this
Big
video,
time.
hey Don, let me get in front of you. Don,
Alright, hang on.
just for a minute.
Whoa.
Well,
We're in a fork in the road.
I would say we haven't gone that way yet, have we?
No, we came from that
No, we
way.
didn't. We didn't go that way.
Alright, so we're gonna go down on through here. We're gonna go back to that area later anyway. But we're gonna cut off here and start at the second part here. Alright?
Alright,
Okay. Alright, stop the video.
dear viewers.